This is a walk around of my Pajero 2004 Exeed 3.2 litre diesel auto. Yeah, and so on the front here we've got the Xrox bar. Chopped the hoop off, and I had to take the wings off up the cape because I lost a sway bar end link on the way up, so the 35s were coming up and hitting the bar, which was taking big chunks out of the bar. I mean the tires, which wasn't good, and just the light force bodies here. See, that's a secondary ATF Cooler. Yeah, just another stock one, so I put 2 in a row because it used to go through the radiator, which I didn't like. See down there, you can see where it used to come out of the radiator, and that's where I dented my inner cooler, come down on it on 7 hills and track around cans. And yeah, where else are we going? Just trying to follow my videoing. And yeah, so the tires are 315 75 16s on the King's D holes. But yeah, the Dynapro MTs, they're awesome. And yeah, so 35s more or less. And you know, got the upgraded brakes and all that. So yeah, that's a 1-inch spacer on top of the 2-inch lift. Oh no, it's a 35mm spacer. And then you can see some of the subframe drop. Yeah, they're just the Bilsteins. Yeah, just Safari Snorkel there. And what are we doing? Popping the hood. Yeah, see, it's all dirty from the cape. Filthy, filthy, filthy. No aircon. Too slack to fix the aircon, luckily, because it blew up anyway. And yeah, so let's see what's under the hood. So yeah, that's pretty much stock underneath the hood. Yeah, it's a giant 2.1 meter aerial. So yeah, I blocked the EGR. Oh yeah, those mounts. I had to lower the the radiator. That's the EGR block on one side. That's the EGR block on the hot side there. And yeah, that's where the engine cover used to go. The Amaron battery, really good. Yeah, just a stock airbox. Oh, and I chucked 3 mils worth of spacers in the turbo, and that added like 0.3 of a bar in boost. It was pretty noticeable. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to. And yeah, the steering down there, I had to bend that for the subframe drop as well. So it's, fuck, what is it? 35 mil in the front and 65 mil in the back subframe drop. So yeah, we'll have a look down here. So yeah, I kept the lights underneath the steps, even though I took the steps off. And yeah, those are some spaces I made up for the transmission mount, just to bring that down lower because of the subframe drops. So these are 35 mil up front, and yeah, so 4 up front, 4 in the back. And let's go look at the back ones. Can we see them? We cannot. We'll go find them. And yeah, the 2-inch spring, I think 300 constant. And And yeah, up there you can see the subframe drop, 65mm in the back, 35 in the front. They act as like a body lift and a subframe drop in the back as well, which is pretty handy. And these camber bolts here, they get rusted in on the Pajeros, and yeah, I had to cut them out. It was fucking annoying. Took forever. So many bits. And also, oh yeah, I had a subframe boot blowout on the road back from the Cape, so not even off road, which is a bit annoying. And this diff here, so I put the 4.3 diffs out of an NM petrol. So these are 4.3s and the diesels are 3.9. So way better with the 35s, and the NMs came with the LSD. And speaking of 35s, to mount the 35 on the rear door, I had to flip the carrier, and then had to brace that up. And yeah, so it put so much weight once I braced it on the rear door that it's actually warped the rear door and broke the back window. So that's why it's aluminium. Yeah, like 2 days before a camping trip, so that was fun. And yeah, that's just a cheap awning I got before we went to the Cape. And some Gull windows I built just before the Cape as well. Inside the car, it's not very exciting inside the car. It's an Exeed, so it's pretty nice. Well, it was pretty nice until I ruined it. Yeah, Mercedes badge for some reason. Plenty of dirt and mud and dust, red dust everywhere because no aircon. No aircon up in the Cape. Stupid. But yeah, just a doubled in Pioneer, and that's a converter lockup kit that I built. You can buy them, but yeah, best thing you can do with an auto. I've been involved, probably recommend buying them, but it's a fun little project to do. What else is in here? That's the shitty GME that came with the car when I bought it. It doesn't work anymore. And yeah, it's it actually fell out from underneath the dash. Yeah, it's a GME speaker, which is really handy. And yeah, so that fell out of the dash when I was off-roading up the Cape. So yeah, I'll show you the driver's side back seat. So yeah, I put a false floor in, and then a false floor on top of the false floor. Took out 2 of the back seats. Yeah, so I was sleeping in the car up the Cape. And yeah, these are just some wings that I built up. Put so much stuff in there, and those boxes fit underneath. I'll show you at the back there. But yeah, so much space underneath, and yeah, the whole thing just lifts up, so you don't need to pull them out or anything. It's super handy. Those boxes fit super nice under there. I built them around those boxes, just the Tactics boxes from Bunno's. And yeah, because I'm like 6'3", I got this bit. It folded out. Just put the driver's seat forward a bit, and yeah, it was easy to sleep in there. And here's the back. So yeah, fire stuff, compressor stuff, first aid kit, bags, insect repellent, that sort of shit. That's a rear view camera. It's actually up there because it can't look through the window anymore because there's no window. And yeah, this is, just power for everything in the back. voltmeter, USBs, all that. So that's one of the wings. I put my fuses and stuff like that. It's from my last trip to Bunnings. And yeah, so this thing folds up and you can get into everything underneath, which is pretty handy. They got a battery under there. I think it's a 130 amp AGM. And yeah, those are the fuses, just a Tupperware fuse box, because why not? So yeah, and then this one also folds up. They were on hinges, but corrugations and shit just fucked up the hinges and just broke them straight off. But yeah, and yeah, so that's just a Ridgerider compressor too, with the tank. It was super cheap, but it works fucking good. Does like all 435s in like under 10 minutes, from 15 psi up to fucking 44, 45. And yeah, that's the AGM. Just the old second hand fucking 130 amp hour. Worked really good up the Cape with 3 fridges in the car, one of them as a freezer. Yeah, I'll put the car back together. And yeah, this is the other wing, and this is that's just the hoses for the bloody compressor. It's still dirty from the Cape because it blew up like a week after going to the Cape. And yeah, those are the locks for the windows. And yeah, there's plenty of space down there. I fit so much stuff down there. Like, you wouldn't think of it, but yeah. And yeah, just this little piece just sits in there. Doesn't rattle or anything because it's got all this foam tape around it. Just pulls straight out. Yeah, it's janky, but it works good. And yeah, I welded that up like a week before we went up to the Cape. Some pretty shitty welds, but it was a fun little project. But yeah, like I said, I built it around these boxes. So these boxes fit perfectly underneath without the lids on. And yeah, they slide in and out like drawers in the front and in the back. And yeah, in that side piece, you can stack up 2 of them high or 3 of them high, however many you want. And yeah, they fit awesome in there. And next to that, you can put, like I had my gazebo down the side there, which yeah, was super handy. Well yeah, it's not even that heavy, all this shit in there, all that wood. I don't think it would be heavier than having all the seats in there. And yeah, what else? Oh yeah, what everybody talks about is Raptor coating. So it's the GM white, so same as like the Silverados and shit like that. Yeah, mine's more textured than other people's, mostly because the gun got jammed. But yeah, just kept going, and I actually really liked it. It was supposed to be white, so the cops didn't notice it as much, but just made it get more attention. Alright, so this is my Gull wing windows. So yeah, I took out the quarter windows. Gotta make the cut out a piece of plastic for me, and yeah, put so the rubber seals work real good on it. I didn't need to put any more seals on there. But yeah, it was super handy actually. And yeah, the locks are just from Bunnings, same as the pulley hinges are from BCF. And yeah, I got some tamper-proof screws on them. I'll show you in a sec. If I can lock this thing. There we go, locked. But yeah, tamper-proof screws. And it's just not soldered in there. It worked good. Like, it didn't rattle or nothing. And yeah, that's it for that. And this is my backyard there. That's where my wings are for the Xrox and the Bushranger wheelie bin bag, which is super awesome. And yeah, that's all. Just got those cheap little lights, work lights there, but yeah, that's about it. Fucking, if you liked the video, let me know. If you didn't, fair enough. Yeah, so gonna be moving on to different things. I won't say bigger or better things. This is gonna be the Mrs. Daily. So I can buy something cool instead of driving around a full drive all the time. And yeah, throw this thing in the bin, I guess. Thanks for watching.